The question you can ask yourself is, if you met yourself on the street, would you respect that guy? See, most guys, they go through life and in key relationships, they demand respect. And they say, well, my wife doesn't respect me. And my response to that always the same is, are you living in such a way that is deserving of respect? And a lot of guys get stuck there because they say, well, shouldn't we be respected regardless? And I would say, absolutely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. And if you're really honest with yourself, that you go out into the world and there's certain people that you're going to respect. There's certain people that you're going to hold in very high esteem because because of the way they live their life. You're going to admire them. And maybe they're doing really good in business, or maybe they're really fit, or maybe they have a great relationship with their kids, or maybe they're just living with so much joy, or whatever the thing is, you're going to hold them to very high esteem. And so the question you can ask yourself is, if you met yourself on the street, would you respect that guy? And when I say respect, I'm talking about, like, would you really admire that guy? Would you be like, wow, I want to be like that guy? And this is just you got to be really honest with this question. If you met yourself on the street, would you say to that guy that you met, I want to be just like you? If the answer to that question is no, or I'm not sure, or there's any hesitation, then that just means you have work to do. That means you have work to do to grow into mature masculinity. I want you to be able to say that there's a definitive yes to that question, that if you did meet yourself on the street, that you would say, yes, I do want to be like that guy. But most guys, if they're really honest with themselves, they're going to say, no, that's not how I see myself. No problem, no shame, no blame. That just means that you have work to do to become the guy that garnishes that respect. So instead of, this is the fundamental principle in this, instead of demanding that your wife respect you, ask yourself a better question and say, what do I need to do to earn more of her respect? Because whatever that thing is that you could do, that's where you have to move to.